Hello everyone, welcome back to another video from the Daddy Matt Experience channel. I'm your host, Daddy Matt. Welcome back to another video. Don't know really what to talk about in today's video other than um, this is my last weekend before I start my college classes. As you guys all know, I'm starting college very soon, or I just said it just now, but we're coming down to the wire now. So officially on Monday, I start my college classes, the online portion of my classes, and then Tuesday will be my first in-person class. Um, actually on the college setting, um, on one of the campuses that's close by my house, because there's different campuses and stuff. But yeah, so as of right now, I got some of my textbooks. I know where my math class is going to be. I only go on my math class on Tuesdays and Thursdays in person. My math class is the only in-person class that I'm doing for the moment as of right now, and then all my other classes are on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Those are online classes, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays is my math class. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, my mom can just drive me to the campus. I just go to math class, and then I'll get out of math by like 11 a.m. So by 11 a.m., I can come home, maybe work on some online work for my online classes that I may have, or work on any math work that I need to work on and such. It is what it is. That's the way college rolls. Like with my math class, I think it's like first part of the class, like the first half of the class is like a support lab, I believe, and then the other half of the class is like the actual class, like the actual learning. And then there's two different rooms for the lab and the actual classroom, and they're in the same hallway in the same building, and they're pretty much just a few rooms down from each other. So I got to see that the other day when I was picking up some of my textbooks for some of my classes that I'm taking. Um, and then this one class I have, this sociology class that I have, I believe that's what it's called, if I'm thinking correctly. That's not starting until October, like the 1st of October. Um, and that's an online class. And then that will only go for like 2 months, like until December like 13th. And then I'll be done with that class. And then all my other classes, my math class and all my other online classes, they'll be done by December 13th as well, but I'll be starting them earlier instead of sociology, where that kind of starts a little bit later on. But um, it is what it is. I don't know why that class starts when it does, but it just does. Um, but I got to see and interact with some of the people that will be in my class, even though it's an online class. But I got to talk to some of the, well, not talk, but just kind of chat online with, like, just typing to some people. And like the teachers right now have like an icebreaker thing where you like introduce yourself, like that type of thing, when you always used to go to school and you always had like a teacher, just first meeting a teacher, first meeting other people in your class. You just introduce yourself, that type of thing, um, to kind of like get the whole feelers out there for who you are and all that stuff. Um, so yeah, I got to introduce myself to some of my professors. Um, yeah, my English professor and my professor for one of my classes I'm taking that deals with terrorism and like homeland security, that type of aspects. I got like one or two textbooks on that, and then for my sociology class that doesn't start until October, I have a textbook for that and stuff. So it should be interesting. Not used to using the computer for learning. The last time I ever did online classes was, COVID, when, that whole situation happened where we were learning online. So trying to get used to like a online learning setting again, like using Zoom or using one of those sites to interact with people virtually, um, and just kind of learning like the whole like interface of like the website for the college, and knowing where everything is and all that stuff, knowing where assignments are, how to turn them in, how to do them, and stuff. So that's gonna be brand new to me. Um, and I don't know like what time I officially like my day will end for virtual classes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Um, but I know that by like 11 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll be out of my math class and be home and stuff. But obviously, being that I'll be home for most of the time on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I normally put out these videos for you guys. Hopefully, the, my classes won't get in the way of like the time frame of when I would like to make videos, because I normally like to make these videos early for you guys and not later in the day like some of the videos happen to come out. So hopefully the my work and stuff in the classes don't go into later on in the day, but they shouldn't. They should probably end it at some point early on in the afternoon and not too late, because I only have so many online classes and stuff. Um, so yeah. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys, because I didn't want you guys to be concerned with like what times videos would be coming out, since I'm starting college on Monday. So, and it's not like it's at least I'll be home, in this comfortable setting of my own home and stuff. It's just learning the online aspect again of online learning, and that whole setup, because everything is different and stuff. So it's gonna be um I guess a reality check, I guess. But once I get into the routine of it, it won't be anything too much to worry about, and I'll get used to the whole routine. So yeah, and I'll be comfortable by the time. And plus, these classes I'm only taking for a few months, and then I'll probably have a new set of classes after the December 13th point. So it's kind of like you're starting a class, you're only getting to know like the professor and the people that are in your class for a few months, and then the class is over with. And you got to make sure you pass those classes in order to get the credits and all that stuff to proceed on. So, and it is what it is, but what can you do? You're going from high school to college. I'm just happy that I can go forward with this um, new step in my future, pretty much. But I don't want to make this video too long for you guys. So as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my socials that are linked in the About Me section of this YouTube channel, like my Instagram and my Discord. Go show some love and support to my boy Willie D and my TikTok Matt Inspiration Victor Teto. Both of their channels are also linked in the About Me section of this YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you can notify whenever I make my next video. And yeah, good luck to me in the coming days. Alright, peace.